Hello class 7 students, welcome everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss the chemical changes, right? This is the second part of the chemical change. We'll continue from page number 62. Okay, so what is the chemical change? In the previous class only we have discussed that a change in which one or more new substances are formed, it is called as a chemical change. Okay, and a chemical change is also called a chemical reaction, right? So chemical changes are very important in our lives. The next paragraph you see, chemical changes are very important in our lives. All new substances are formed as a result of chemical changes. Why? Because chemical changes involves the formation of new substances. As for example, if a metal is to be extracted from an ore, such as iron is extracted from iron ore, right? So we need to carry out a series of chemical reactions or a series of chemical changes. Okay, next, medicines are prepared by carrying out a chain of chemical reactions. Okay, medicines are also prepared, which is the end product. Okay, medicine are also prepared by a series of chemical reactions or chemical changes. Okay, so plastics and detergents, materials such as plastics, soaps, detergents, perfumes, acids, bases, salts, etc., all are made by carrying out various types of chemical changes or chemical reactions. Okay, so Indeed, every new material is discovered by studying chemical changes or chemical reactions. Okay, so we have seen that one or more new substances are produced in a chemical change, and in addition to new products, the following may accompany a chemical change. Like say these are some of the characteristics which I have also discussed in the previous class. Characteristics of chemical change or chemical reaction, like say heat, light, or any other radiation, say for example ultraviolet radiation, also may be given off or absorbed during a chemical change or a chemical reaction. Clear? Sound may also be produced during a chemical reaction. Okay, then a change in smell also may take place, or a new smell may be given off during a chemical reaction. A color change also may take place. Then a gas may also be formed. Clear? These the last one, a gas may be formed in the previous example, right? In activity 6 point, I think 6 point, it is 6 point, say 8, yes, in 6.8 a gas was formed, right? When vinegar and baking soda was mixed with each other, a gas was formed. What was the name of this gas? It is carbon dioxide gas, right? So during a chemical reaction a gas may be formed. Similarly, a color change may take place. You have seen, right? A color change was formed in activity 6.7 when copper sulfate solution was mixed with iron, right? The blue color of this copper sulfate solution disappeared to form green color, right? A color change may take place due to the formation of iron sulfate. Okay, so a color change may also take place, right? Similarly, there will be a change in smell, or a new smell may be given off. Then sound may also be produced during a chemical reaction, and heat, light, or any other radiation may be given off or absorbed during a chemical reaction or a chemical change. Clear? You saw that burning of magnesium ribbon is a chemical change. We have discussed this, right? When magnesium was burned in presence of oxygen, a new substance was formed, that is the powdery ash was formed. What is the name of that powdery ash? Magnesium oxide. Okay, so the formation of magnesium oxide is it is a new substance, right? Magnesium oxide is a new substance, so it is a chemical change or a chemical reaction. Similarly, burning of coal, burning of wood, burning of leaves is also a chemical change. Why? Because when we burn coal, when we burn wood, when we burn leaves, a new substance will be formed, right? So in fact, burning of any substance is a chemical change. And burning is always accompanied by production of heat will be produced when anything is burned. So heat, light, or any other radiation may be given off or absorbed, right, during a chemical reaction. So when we burn any substance or anything, heat will be produced. There will be production of heat. So burning of anything produces heat, and it is a chemical reaction or chemical change. Clear? Similarly, explosion of a firework is also a chemical change. Why? Because during explosion, heat, light, sound, and some unpleasant gases will be produced, right? When the crackers, the fireworks, these are exploded, okay, then heat, light, sound, and some unpleasant gases will be produced in the atmosphere, and it will pollute the atmosphere. So the production of heat, light, sound, and production of unpleasant gases are the characteristics of what? Chemical change, right? So the explosion of firework is also a chemical change. Understood? That is why you are advised not to play with fireworks. Clear? Now, when some food gets spoiled, it produces a foul smell, right? When a food is spoiled, then an unpleasant smell will be produced from that food, right? So shall we call this a change, this change a chemical change? Yes, it is again a chemical change. Why? Because unpleasant smell was produced, right? Unpleasant smell is produced, which cause this means food, when the food is spoiled, then some unpleasant smell or will be produced. So we can say that it is a chemical change. Why? Because the production of unpleasant smell is a characteristic of a chemical change or a chemical reaction. Clear? Next, you must have noticed that a slice of an apple acquires a brown color if it is not consumed immediately, right? If you have not seen this change in color, cut a fresh slice of apple and keep it away for some time. Repeat the same activity with a slice of potato or brinjal. The change of color in these cases is due to the formation of new substances. Are not these changes chemical changes? Yes, it is a chemical change. Okay. So the change in color of a cut apple or slice on keeping in air is due to a chemical change. Okay. It is due to the formation of a new substance by the action of oxygen of air present in the atmosphere. Okay. These oxygen will attack the sliced apple, and due to which a change in color will be formed, that is brown color will be formed. Similarly, in case of brinjal also, or in case of potato also, we can see this thing. Okay, it imparts black color. The oxygen which is present in the air, it will attack these sliced potato or sliced brinjal, and it will give black color to their cut surfaces. Okay, so again a change in color will be produced here. So it is again a chemical change. Okay, in chapter number 5, you neutralized an acid and a base, right? You have learned, right, in chapter number 5 in acid, bases and salts, when acid and bases reacted with each other, what are the products formed? Salt and water. Salt and water was produced, right? So again, the production of new substances. Salt and water are production of new substances when acids and bases react with each other. So again, what type of change it is? It is a chemical change. Clear? So neutralization, that is called as neutralization reaction, right? Acids reacts with bases. Bases will destroy the effect of acid. Acid will destroy the effect of bases. Both these acids and bases will cancel the effect of each other. It will get neutralized. So a new products will be formed, salt and water. So neutralization reaction is again a chemical change. Why? Because new substances, that is salt and water, are produced. Clear? Okay. Next, a fact is given to you: a protective shield of ozone. Okay, what is ozone first of all? Ozone is a gas. Ozone is a gas. And there is a layer of ozone gas high up in the atmosphere. Okay, the ozone layer in the upper atmosphere is very useful to us. It protects us from the harmful ultraviolet radiations which comes from the sun. Okay, ozone absorbs these ultraviolet radiations coming from the sun and it will break down to form oxygen. Okay, so in this way, ozone layer absorbs harmful ultraviolet radiations coming from the sun and it prevents them from reaching the earth. So the breaking down of ozone into oxygen is again a chemical change. Okay, ozone, I'll write it here. Ozone will be broken down to form oxygen. Okay, ozone will be broken down to form oxygen. How it will be broken down? Due to the ultraviolet radiations coming from the sun. Okay, then ozone will break down to form oxygen, and again this reaction is again a chemical reaction or a chemical change. Okay, so if the ultraviolet radiations were not absorbed by the ozone layer, then they would reach the earth's surface and can cause harm to us and other living things also. Okay, these ultraviolet radiations can cause skin cancer, then it can damage our eyes, then it can damage the plants also, including crops also. Okay, so this ozone layer in the atmosphere acts as a natural protective shield against the harmful ultraviolet radiations which is coming from the sun. Clear? Okay, next yes, this one you see, we learned in chapter number 1 that plants produce their food by a process called photosynthesis. Can we call photosynthesis a chemical change? What is your suggestion? Can we call photosynthesis a chemical change? Yes, photosynthesis is again a chemical change. Why chemical change? Because in photosynthesis, what happens? Carbon dioxide, it will react with water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, right? And chlorophyll, in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it will produce what? It will produce carbohydrate and oxygen. It will produce carbohydrate and oxygen. So production of carbohydrate and oxygen, which are the new substances in this reaction, again it is a chemical change. Okay, why chemical change? Because carbohydrate and oxygen are the new substances produced when carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll react with each other. These new substances are produced. That is why, due to the production of carbohydrate and oxygen, which are the new substances, photosynthesis is a chemical reaction or chemical change. Clear? Next, Paheli said that even digestion is a chemical change. So what is your suggestion? Digestion is a chemical change or what? See, in the process of digestion, we have discussed in nutrition in animals, right? In the process of digestion, the various food materials break down to form new substances which can be absorbed by the body. So even the process of digestion is also a chemical change. Clear? Understood. So you have understood about all these things, and you have understood the differences between the chemical change and physical changes also. Okay, you have discussed completely the chemical change, right? So in the next video I will be discussing, or we will be discussing about rusting of iron. Okay, rusting of iron is left, then crystallization is left. Okay, and after that again this chapter will be completed. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day. Okay, you have understood about chemical change, right? Clear? So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.